What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shades Tube. Happy and blessed Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great day. Hope you had a good work day. And I hope you're just doing fine, y'all. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's too loud, okay? Hey. So what's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on? Hold on for 1 second. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Hey, Missy, how you doing? Hey to everybody who is in the bushes. And thank you so much for tuning in into Shades Tube tonight. All right, so y'all know tonight we're going to talk about do you think people should abstain from sex until marriage? Okay, and why or why not? Also, I'm going to be covering some breaking news, and if we have a chance to, we can talk about whatever else. All right, y'all? Now, before we start off with this live, let me just say thank you to all my new subbies. Thank you for joining Shades family, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest. Also, guys, if you like this video, you can thumbs up. Also, leave a message below if you watch this in the replay. And y'all, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Because the more you thumbs up, then YouTube will rotate this video more. Okay, so let's do those thumbs up. Let's get these thumbs up. All right. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and do the disclaimer before we start off with this live. Okay. So, y'all, the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That disclaimer is scrolling across my video right now. Also, it will be in my comment section, and it is in the description area of this video. All right. All right, y'all. So now we're going to go ahead and get started with our live in 1 second. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let me get everything together, y'all. Let me get my water. You know what I got to do. Y'all, it was a good day today. It wasn't hot here. It wasn't cold. It was just right. I love this weather. I love the temperature when it's not too hot or too cold, when it's like 70 something degrees. That's a perfect weather for me. I mean, it's perfect. Let me turn this ad off. That's a cute little ass purse from Coach. Oh, yeah, I like that. I'm going to have to go get that one. That's pretty. I like that. See how much that purse is. That's cute, y'all. This new purse right here, I'm going to have to go get that. I'll look at it later. All right. I love purses, y'all. I mean, I got so many. It's ridiculous. All right. Let me turn this down a little bit more. Before we go into our topic tonight, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over breaking news. And then we are going to do our topic. All right. Try not to let that be too loud. Turn it down a little bit more. When I turn it down, it's lower. It's like you can't even hear it. Okay. So I think that's perfect right there. I don't know for sure. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start off with breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do some breaking news, y'all. Let's do some breaking news. All right, guys. So in the news today, now some of these stories may be from yesterday or whatever the case is, but yeah, I just need to tell you guys about it. All right. And then when we get through with breaking news, then we're going to go into our topic. Do you think people should abstain from sex until marriage? Why do you think that, or why don't you think that? And I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why you could and why you can't. All right. So let's go ahead and do this breaking news real quick. And then we're going to stop this breaking news probably around the 8:15, 8:10, somewhere around that time. Then we're going to go ahead with our topic. Okay. So at 8:10, y'all let me know in the chat. All right. So the first one, let me just first let you guys know, everybody who is watching this that's in Cali, they have issued a silver alert in 2 counties for a missing man. So let me just read that first because that's very important. All right. And this is according to, let me change my glasses. I do this every night. I have on the wrong glasses, y'all. Yeah. Let's see. Hey. All righty. So, y'all, that game was fun last night. I'm still thinking about it. That was real fun. Okay, so this is the dude right here, guys. Let me show him to you just in case you live in Southern California and you see this guy. You can call the proper authorities. That's him right there. He was last seen in that truck right there as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so this, let's see here. Okay, so let's see. Where's the story at? Okay, here it is right here. So this is according to mynewsla.com. Okay. So a silver alert was issued for Riverside in Santa Barbara counties Tuesday for an 89-year-old man who was reported missing after last being seen in Santa Barbara. Robert Pace was last seen at around 4 p.m. Monday in Montecito, according to the California Highway Patrol, which issued the alert on behalf of the Santa Barbara County's Sheriff Department. All right. Let's see here. Pace is white, a Caucasian. He's 5'10", 10 inches tall. He weighs around 200 pounds. He has white hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a white shirt with blue stripes, navy blue pants, brown shoes, and may be driving a gray 2017 Toyota Tacoma with a California license plate 11866 E as an elephant 2. Again, California license plate number is 11866 E as an elephant 2. All right. Anyone who has seen or knows of Pace's whereabouts was asked to call 911. The Silver Alert Program was established by the CHP to issue and coordinate alerts involving the suspicious or disappearance of elderly, developmentally disabled, or impaired individuals. Okay. So if you do see this guy, if you're in Southern California, just call 911, and hopefully he is found and is okay as well. All right. And my prayers are extended out to him and his family, and hopefully, like I said, they find him safe and secure. All right. And I just showed you guys what he looked like. Okay, so the next one is, let me give you this news alert. MMA fighter Felipe Colares, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Anyway, it's Colares. He died at age 29, and I think this happened. Let's see what day this happened on. It was on Monday morning in Brazil at age 29. Let me see what he died of. Okay, so he suffered some serious injuries when he was hit. So he died on the way to the hospital. He was alive when they rescued him and died on the way to the hospital. Y'all, in January, he made news when he stopped an alleged robbery. Okay. And he was doing this, just, what is that called? Jitsu. I can never say that word. He was doing that karate. It's not karate, but it's the other stuff. All right. So anyway, my condolences are expressed out to his family, friends, his fans, and my prayers are extended out to them, and may he rest in peace. Okay, let me show you what he looks like. So this is him, the MMA fighter, so you guys can know. He was in the news, like I said, when he stopped that robbery. Okay, that's sad. Okay, so he was hit. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next story, y'all. So, they have another recall, y'all. Let's go ahead and go to this one. Hold on, you guys know I have to wait for this article to come up. It's so slow, it's very slow. Okay. Anyway, more than 2,000 pounds of ground beef are being recalled nationwide due to possible foreign matter contamination. Yeah, he was young. 29 is very young. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. What did they say about this? So, Illinois-based company Weinstein Wholesale Meats is the latest. Um, it's the latest company that is asking for a week that's doing a recalling for more than 2,000 pounds of ground beef burgers after consumers reported a rubber-like material in the patties. The recall, which was posted, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. The recall, which was posted by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service, specified that roughly 2,122 pounds of raw ground beef burgers may be contaminated with foreign materials, like a pieces of white neoprene. Okay. Unfortunately, the beef affected by the recall was sold nationwide, so consumers will need to do their due diligence in checking their recently purchased beef to see where it came from. The recall products are sold in 10.7-ounce packaging that is labeled 100% grass fed and finished beef burger patties, 85% lean, 15% fat. An established number reading says 6987 can also be found inside the USDA mark of inspection, as per the recall announcement. Thankfully, there have yet to be any recorded cases of sickness caused by consuming the beef, although customers who may have consumed the product are advised to contact their healthcare provider right away. Anyone in possession of the recalled beef should throw it away immediately or return it to the place of purchase for a full refund. All right. So again, it is 200 pounds of beef. Let's see the name of it again. Let's see. It is the, wait a minute, let me see the name. It's the ground beef burgers. They didn't tell us the name, did they? From Weinstein Wholesale Meats. Okay, so I guess I don't know if that's the name of the meat too, if they have that on the recall, but you can also, well, anyway, it's the 100% grass fed and finished beef burger patties, 85% lean, 15% fat. And the EN number is 69, the EST number, I mean, is 6987. And that is on the inside of the USDA mark of inspection. So you can look for that number on your beef if it's from that company. All right. So let's see some of what they say in here. So, okay. So again, you can also go online on Google, type in recall beef, um, the nationwide 2,000 pounds of ground beef recall cause possible foreign matter. And you can find out more information on that and you can see the numbers so you can go check your beef. All right. All right. So the next story, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one right here. Okay, so anyway, this is an update, y'all. This is an update on the Cash App founder, Bob Lee. So anyway, his autopsy revealed that he had cocaine, ketamine in his system at the time of his death, y'all. Okay, and he also had other substances, other things in his body at the time of his passing, according to the San Francisco Medical Examiner. The autopsy results indicated that Lee also had antihistamine in this other medication, levocetirizine, Levocetirizine, in his body. And that is a medicine that is known to treat allergies, okay? As you recall, Lee is alleged to have gotten into a verbal argument over the phone with a fellow tech executive named Nima Momina, or Momini, just hours before his death. Momini, who has since been arrested, is alleged to have confronted Lee. Let me turn that down a little bit, y'all. It gets louder. I'm not gonna lie. With every song, it gets louder. Okay. Momini, who has since been arrested, is alleged to have confronted Lee on whether he had been doing drugs and anything inappropriate with his married sister, Kazar, which Lee denied. Shortly after, Momini and Lee are believed to have met face to face at a secluded area where he allegedly stabbed the latter 3 times with a kitchen knife. All right. So yeah, so that's what happened, y'all. So if y'all be listening to other YouTube channels and they be saying all this other stuff, this is exactly coming from the source. Okay. So this is what they say happened. So let's see what else. Let's see here. Okay, so the autopsy further revealed that Lee suffered 2 stab wounds around his upper chest and another to his hip area. Surveillance footage from the night of his death showed the 43-year-old trying to find help after the incident, much to no avail before he eventually collapsed. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. This damn song get louder and louder. I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Paramedics tried to save his life, but Lee was pronounced dead shortly after, with Momini having since been arrested and charged for his death. He is scheduled to appear in court on Tuesday for his arraignment. Least I'm not going to read all this other stuff when he started his career and everything like that. But anyway, so that is the update. That's tripped out, y'all. But again, my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends and colleagues, and my prayers are extended out to them. And may Bob Lee continue to rest in peace, and hopefully justice is served on Mo Meany, because he shouldn't have really been doing all that. Okay, and that's on everything. Let's see. The alleged killer asked him if he gave. I know, but that's no reason to be stabbing somebody to death. He could have just beat his ass if he thought he had a reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? Other than all this other stuff. So okay, so how is he going to protect his sister now? Okay, when he's incarcerated in prison, that's stupid. People don't think. If you go kill somebody, how are you going to protect the person you um, kill somebody over? How are you going to do that? Okay. So y'all, here's another story. Body lotions, mothballs, cleaning fluids, and other widely used products contain known toxic chemicals, study finds. Now, the thing about this is, y'all, we've been knowing, let me close the store. We have been knowing that these daggone products contains toxic chemicals for the longest. All right. You can basically smell these things. All right. You really can. And you can tell that they are very toxic, because even just inhaling them, especially if you don't have the window open, can really do some damage to you. But anyway, this consumer products released more than 5,000 tons of chemicals in 2020 inside California homes and other places, and also in workplaces that are known to cause cancers. It can also adversely affect sexual functions and fertility in adults or harm developing fetuses, according to our newly published study. All right. We found that many household products like shampoos, body lotions, cleaners, and mothballs release toxic, volatile organic compounds, or VOC, into indoor air. In addition, we identified toxic VOCs that are prevalent in products heavily used by workers on the job, such as cleaning fluids, adhesives, paint removers, and nail polish. However, gaps in laws that govern ingredient disclosure mean that neither consumers nor workers know what is in the products they use. And that is crazy, y'all. I don't understand why they allow all these dangerous chemicals to be used in products and then sell it to consumers, acting like these things don't cause no type of cancers or any other diseases. I don't know why they do this. I mean, I know it's probably because of money and things like that, but they definitely need to try to use stuff that is a lot safer for consumers. Because I'm telling you, when you using these things in the house and stuff, at your workplace, especially at home, and you don't have windows open, you don't put on gloves or a mask, I mean, for real, you really are you could possibly be doing some harm. And then we wonder where all these cancers and other sickness come from. I mean, for real, we really do have to start watching the chemicals that we use, the foods that we eat, just everything. That's why I try to use a lot of natural things. But I do still use chemicals. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just really do think they need to start trying to use safer products, as well as let consumers know what is in these products, so we can make a decision if we want to use this or not. Point blank. Same thing in food. They should put every ingredient in there so we can know. We can make the sound decision for ourselves, for our families, if we want to consume this or if we want to use these products in our homes. Point blank. That's why it's a good thing, y'all, to use vinegar to clean with in your household to disinfect. Um, you can also use what else? You can use witch hazel to do some things too. There's a lot of stuff like that you can use to clean up your house and stuff like that. And you can just use less chemicals. Point blank. Oh, I know. Shit, for a long time. That's why all these different cancers are out here and people be so damn sick. Anyway, they said they found 33 toxic VOCs present in consumer products. Over 100 consumer products covered by the carb contain VOC listed under Prop 65, which is a prop that they have here in Cali to let you know that certain ingredients causes cancers or can cause birth defects. That's one thing I do know about. I mean, I do like about being out here. Okay, it's called the California Right to Know Law. It can, yeah. So yeah, and they also identified 30 product types and 11 chemicals that we see as high priorities for either reformulation with safer alternatives or regulatory actions because of the chemicals' high toxicity. Tox Toxicity, okay, and widespread use, okay. Okay, so let's see here what they are saying here. Okay, they said consumers have limited information about products and their ingredients, and I agree. Let me turn this thing down because that always messes me up. They said they also found that people are likely co-exposed to many hazardous chemicals together as mixtures through use of many different products. Let me skip that ad. Okay. And they said those products usually contain many chemicals of health concern. For example, janitors might use a combination of general cleaners, degreasers, detergents, and other maintenance products. This could expose them to more than 20 different Prop 65 listed VOCs. Ooh, they said methanol, which is listed under Prop 65 for developmental toxicity, was found in 58 product categories. And then diethylamine, a chemical frequently used in products like shampoos that are creamy or foamy, appeared in 40 different product categories. Now, Canada and the European Union prohibit its use in cosmetics. But over here, they let that stuff be in there because all they think about is money. All right. And some of these chemicals could possibly cause cancer. Um, they sure are. I agree. Some chemicals, such as methyl 2 priolidone and ethylene glycol, are listed under Prop 65 because they are reproductive or developmental toxicants. Yet they appeared widely in goods such as personal care products, cleansers, and art supplies that are routinely used by children or people who are pregnant. That is crazy. They say they also identify 5 chemicals: CUMENE, okay, and then I don't even know what this says right here: dichloropropene and diethylamine, and then ethylene oxide and styrene as high priority targets for risk evaluation and management under the Toxic Substance Control Act by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. All right. So yeah, it's a lot of chemicals in this stuff, y'all. And so all I can say is just be careful with the products that you use, and try to use natural products to the best of your ability. Um, because some of these products be having a lot of stuff in it, and they really do be causing different types of cancers. Okay, even deodorants and stuff, um, toothpaste, all types of stuff. So you just got to watch it and just try to use more natural type things, and try to clean up your house with more natural type products like vinegar and maybe witch hazel, and things like that. Maybe hydrogen peroxide or something like that. Even I don't know about the alcohol. You can use it, but again, they have chemicals in that as well that could be possibly, you know, dangerous. Who knows? But I would just say just be more cautious. You know, and hell yeah, somebody in the comments section said gasoline. That crap right there can kill you when you go pump your gas. All right. So yeah, that's why I be trying to put my mask on, because it's just too. I mean, the smell itself is toxic. All right. So yeah, just be more careful and try to basically just try to pick out more natural products to clean your place with, to clean your cars with, in just in general. And that's all I can say. Even the foods that you eat, you got to watch, you got to read too. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the next story, y'all. All right. So here we go. We just read that. What time is it? Okay? We got a couple more minutes. Okay, let's see. So anyway, y'all, out here in Riverside County, once again, here we go with some weird shit. All right, let's go ahead and read it. Y'all know I'm waiting on slow T-Mobile to come up. Let me just first show you this chick first, okay? Then I'll tell you the story. This is her. Okay, let me let you know she is a substitute teacher, giving teachers bad names, okay? There you go. All right. Anyway, this 22-year-old substitute teacher in Riverside County has been arrested on felony charges of committing lewd acts with a student under the age of 18, police announced Tuesday. Detectives with the Riverside County Sheriff's Office Special Victims Unit responded to Orange Vista High School in Paris on April the 28th to investigate the allegations, according to a RCSO news release. Authorities said they found evidence that Rebecca blank 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 of Moreno Valley, a substitute teacher at the high school, committed a lewd act with a male student. Okay. Rebecca was booked into the Robert Presley Detention Center on May the 2nd, which is today, on charges of annoying and molesting a child under the age of 18 in additional felony charges, police said. The investigation into the incident is ongoing, and authorities encourage anyone with information to call investigator J. Osigura at 706-550-8716. All right, so yeah, that's ridiculous. 22, she messing with a child at school. Let's see. Okay, this person right here spelled this word wrong. It sounded like it said, he said, I thought 18 was the age of consent. Okay. But anyway, the child was under the age of 18. All right. And even if he was 18, you are a teacher at a school. You do not need to be engaging in a relationship or any other weird shit with a student. Point blank, what's wrong with these people? Somebody else said, what the F? She is hot. What is wrong with these ladies? Somebody said, you think she's hot? LOL. He said, I wouldn't say hot, but definitely hittable. That's what he said. Okay, anyway. Like money, sex is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. That's what Steve said. K9 said, hey, kid, could have been 17. Props to him. Somebody else said, really? Wow. Oh, okay. So, yeah. When it's a woman abusing, having sex or whatever with a 17, 16, whatever, it's like, I hate to say it, but sometimes they get a double standard, okay? And they don't look at it the same way if it was a as if it was a man. having an underage relationship, having a relationship with an underage girl at school. So this is her again. And so the other guy in the comment section thinks she's hot. I think she's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of, men out here. If you want somebody younger, you can certainly go and talk to an 18-year-old dude out there that does not attend school, or a 19-year-old. Okay? You don't have to go like 17, 16. You know what, y'all? I never understood that. Anyway, why do people, when they say they like younger, they go to kids? Okay, so if you're 40 and you want someone younger, why would you talk to a 17-year-old? You can talk to a 19. That's still too young, but at least they're grown. You can talk to a 20-year-old. Why do people do that crazy stuff? They're still young. And then in this day and age, I don't know what's the big thing, because a lot of these young kids be having more sex and doing more stuff than older people do. When I was doing Lyft, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I used to pick up kids all the time, right? And they would be talking to me about stuff. And I had these two younger dudes in my car one time, right? And we were talking about the kids at his school, high school. And I was like, yeah, girls don't do certain things. He was like, please. He was like, these girls be trying to hit on them, and they be like 14 to 15. And I was like, really? And I was like, and then what they do? He said they be trying to offer them sex and stuff at 14 and 15 years old. And then they started laughing. They was like, shit, these girls in school now be doing more than older chicks. I mean, be doing all types of shit. And so I thought that, I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. I mean, like oral sex and everything. I'm not joking. All types of shit. So, like I said, do these kids now, they don't stay a virgin. They be having sex at 14 and 13. So when a dude be talking about they want a younger girl, I'm like, for what? A lot of them having sex more than the older women are. Okay? And then I think something is wrong with people who like kids anyway. Something is wrong with you. And if you're watching this video, something is wrong with your ass, whether you are a man or a woman. Why would you want a child? If you want to go young, 19, that's young. Even 18, at least they're grown, but 19 certainly. Okay, 20 is young, 21 is young, 22 is too. Why talk to someone that's 17, 16? And then parents, you guys need to teach your kids. Stop talking to these old ass men when they're hitting on you, or old ass women. Why do you want somebody old anyway? Shit, when I was 17, I was like, damn, that's decrepit. I don't want no old ass dude. Okay, get your old ass away from me. That's how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in my 20s, I didn't want no damn older ass dude. Yeah, he could be like 28, 30 or something like that, but not no 40 or 50. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what? And some girls do it because they said money. Fuck that shit. Get your own money. Okay, they may give you a couple dollars anyway, but are they going to really give you a lot of money, and all this, and take care of you like you think they are? Y'all better grow up and stop being dumb. They're going to use your ass. That's what they're going to do. Okay, right. Let's see what you're saying right here. Right, that's crazy. Shit, you don't have nothing. And then, like I said, parents need to instill in their daughters, in their sons. Stop talking to these old ass people. Shit, forget that. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I didn't want no old dude, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I just didn't. Because my mom used to tell me certain things about older dudes. I was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I just want someone, if I do want older, I would go 7 years older if I'm, 18 or something like that. But I wouldn't go like up into 30s or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm like mid 20s or something. Then I may go up to 32 or something like that. And then as I start getting older, I didn't really want nobody older. They always have to be a little younger. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always vibrant and energetic, like to do many things. I didn't, I just didn't blend in with certain people good. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to people that's a little bit younger, so we can have more interest and enjoy doing the same things. Okay. But I don't understand why these people be talking to these super young people. I know why some of them do it though. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next story because we got to get through with this news. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to do a whole live on that one day. All right, so here we go. Well, hopefully this teacher gets the justice that needs to be served on her, because that is ridiculous. Okay. Okay, here we go right here. So the man who gunned down 5 people was taken into custody, y'all. Okay. Let me tell you about him. I got 3 more minutes. No, 12, 13, yeah, 3 more minutes. Let me hurry. I'm trying to get this done. So this dude gunned down 5 people in Texas. He was taken into custody. All right. Francisco, y'all remember I was talking about him, right? Um, Oreo Pizza, I guess that's how you pronounce his name. The man accused of gunning down 5 people in the execution style mass shooting in Cleveland, Texas. The dude who I think they was telling him that he was shooting, he shouldn't shoot or some shit. I forgot what he was doing in his yard. He got mad. Then he started he came to the house, started shooting, something like that. I told you guys about this the other day. This is who I'm talking about. Anyway, he was taken into custody, after a multi-day manhunt. Okay, this dude is 38 years old. He was taken into custody in Montgomery County, which is about 20 miles from where the shooting took place. He was uninjured. He did not create any type of incident on Tuesday evening, according to the county sheriff, Greg Capers of San Juancito County. All right. The suspect was caught hiding in a closet underneath some laundry. Okay, he's a little coward too. Okay. The suspect will be taken from Montgomery County to the San Juancito County Jail in Cold Spring, Casper said, where he will face charges. He is expected to be held on a $5 million bond, which he should be. All right. Now, the tip for the suspect location came in through the FBI tip line. Okay. And the FBI said, we just want to thank the person who had the courage and bravery to call in the suspect's location. That reward money will be given to the person who called in the tips. The tip, I mean. The total reward increased to $100,000 earlier Tuesday. And then the U.S. Marshal announced a contribution of $20,000 on top of the $25,000 from the FBI, $50,000 from the state, and $5,000 from multi-county Crime Stoppers. So that person, they don't know exactly how much the person will receive, but that person will receive a pretty good amount of reward money. And I'm glad that person called. Thank you so much to that person. In case you I don't know if you'll be watching this video, but I'm just saying thank you, because that what he did is not even called for. 5 people lost their lives, and I remember I think a couple of kids did too, if I'm not mistaken, or one in Pacific, the 8-year-old little boy got killed. So let me show y'all what he looks like, y'all. And I'm not gonna go over this daggone story again, but I definitely hope justice is served on this dude, because he just took some people's lives for over foolishness, over nothing. And I'm glad your ass is caught, dude. He used an AR-15, okay, in his yard because, well, no, they told him to stop shooting his AR-15 in his yard because their baby was trying to sleep. This dude got damn mad and stormed the neighbor's home, killing 5 of the 10 people inside, including the young boy that I just told you guys about. 2 of the women killed were found in the bedroom. They were lying on top of the other 2 surviving kids, okay? So I think when they took the little boy to the hospital, he was alive, but he died at the hospital. All right. Now, they did find 3 minors who were uninjured, though, but they were covered in blood, and those are the 3 that the parents were laying on top of, so they wouldn't get killed. Okay. That is a damn shame. Here are the victims right here in this picture, so y'all can see. My condolences are expressed out to their families and friends, and my prayers are with the family and friends as well. And may they all rest in peace. That is sad, sad, sad. That's the little boy right there. And this is the memorial that they did. Yeah, that is crazy. They need to stop this violence. So the ages are as following: Sonia Guzman, 25; Diana Alvarado, 21; Julissa Riviere, 31; Jose Haslawes, 18. Danielle Gunsman, 9 years old. The other 5 people were in the home were not harmed. All right, y'all. And the dude is a Mexican national who was deported 4 times. All right. He was deported on March the 17th, 2009. An immigration judge ordered his removal. He was unlawfully returned to the U.S., and he was then apprehended and deported by immigration and customs enforcement in September 2009, January 2012, and July 2016. And there you go. All right. And like I said, hopefully justice will be served on this dude, because what he did is just not, it's just horrible. It really is. Let's see what y'all said. Yeah, he was hiding. That's what he was doing underneath laundry clothing. Right. That's crazy. In this day and time, you guys can't be confronting neighbors. Just call the police. Or I don't even know if you want to do that. If you're renting a home, you just may want to probably think about just moving. Because even when you call the police, if them stupid ass people tell them who called, then they'll still come back over there trying to do something to you. All right. So, this is why, you know what, y'all, this is why I know stuff can happen in any neighborhood, but ever since I've been grown, I have always made it a big point to move in a very nice area. And I'm just gonna keep that real with you. Okay, because I know certain things can happen in any neighborhood, but I honestly believe stuff is a little bit lesser when you move in certain areas, point blank. This dude right here looks like he was a trouble anyway, so I don't even know if I would have confronted him at all. Like I said, sometimes it's just best to call the police if possible. If you can't, you may just have to live with it. If you're renting a place, just get ready to move. Because what's the point of losing your life or your kids lose their life over some foolishness? You know what I'm saying? In this day and time, you can't even go tell nobody, because if they know that you told, they come back and still try to do something. That's crazy. Okay, so let me give y'all this blood pressure chart by your age. And then I think that's going to be it. And then one more thing, and that's going to be it. Okay, we're a little bit over in the news, but that's okay. Okay, let me see where I can find this at. We already did that. Oh, no, let me tell you this first. Damn. So anyway, y'all, they have another manhunt underway after 3 people were near UC Davis in 4 days. Okay. A woman was critically wounded after being stabbed by an unknown assailant near the University of California. Okay. And that was on Monday night, making the 3rd such attack around the Sacramento area campus in 4 days. Okay, let's see here. They're searching for a suspect who matches the description of the individual eyed in 2 earlier stabbing deaths. Let's see here. The police said that there are no known connections between the victims. All right. The latest victim was inside of a tent in a transit camp around 11:46 p.m. Monday when she was stabbed multiple times by someone through the tent. She was taken to the hospital in critical condition. 3 people have been stabbed near the campus of the University of California, Davis, since Thursday. All right, let's see. So they say U.S. Davis senior Kareem Najim was fatally stabbed Saturday night in Davis Sacramore Park around 9 p.m. A nearby resident found Najim stabbed multiple times after hearing what sounded like a disturbance, prompting them to investigate and call 911. He was declared dead at the scene, police said. The 3rd victim, David Brose, 50, was stabbed sometime Thursday morning in Davis Central Park. Police described his attack as violent, with him suffering multiple stab wounds before succumbing to his injuries. Now, he was a Stanford University graduate who was known as the Compassion Guy. He was often seen waving and greeting people around town and asking them to share their view on compassion, the city said in a statement. That's sad. He also published a book too, okay, y'all? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so the suspect has been described as a 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 9 inches tall, with a thin build, light skin complex, and curly hair. He was last seen wearing a black or blue sweatshirt, black Adidas pants with white stripes, black shoes, and was carrying a black backpack. All right, y'all. So anyway, hopefully they will find him soon. My prayers are extended out to the family, and my condolences are extended out to the family and friends of these victims. And um, let's see, the people who were stabbed and did not die. I'm praying for you guys and hope they have a full recovery. And may the victims that died, I think it was one, if not two, may they or he rest in peace. All right. And hopefully they catch this dude, because I don't understand why people go around doing crazy stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Just weird on a college campus. Okay. And yeah, what happened to all the cameras? They have cameras everywhere, but every time something happened, these cameras don't work. You know what I'm saying? And why is that? It's like when that lady hit me and did a hit and run. I mean, the cameras didn't work. They never work when you need them to work. So why even have them out there? That's crazy. So my prayers are extended out to the families, like I said before, and the friends. That is sad, man. That is really sad. And speedy recovery to all the victims as well. Okay. So, guys, let me go ahead and give you this real quick. There's a nationwide health alert for consumers. I hope this is not the same article that I just read. Let me see real quick. Over just a little bit, but it's cool. Let's see here. Okay, no, this is different. Let's see here. I don't even know what this is. So anyway, y'all, this is in New York. A voluntary recall of a promotional drinking cups called Capitas, Copitas, due to possible health risk. Okay, they said the cup exceed levels of leaching lead levels. The Food and Drug Administration finds at a dangerous level. The drinking cups for mezcal were introduced to the public in 2022 and have been sold in their value pack mezcal beverage without additional cost. People are asked to throw the Capitas out, and those who have questions or would like to receive the new Capitas may email consumer care at delmaguey.zendesk.com, or you can visit this is a lot. Let me just put this in the screen. Shit. Hey, X-Man Gamer, what's up? What's up? What's up with you? So you can just go to this site right here, y'all. Let me put it up in here. www dot let me do this real quick. DELMAGUEYCONSUME consumer care dot zen.com, and then /HC /EN. Where's the hyphen at? Hyphen US /request hyphen new. If you want to get any more information on this, you can certainly go to this website right here, and it will give you more information on these cups, I guess. Some kind of promotional cups, drinking cups called Capitas or Copitas, Copitas. All right. I never heard of it, guys, ever in my life. All right. All right. Let's see. How you doing, X-Men Gaming? You doing good? Okay, so y'all, let me go ahead and give you your blood pressure chart by age, all right? And then I'm gonna tell y'all the safest places to move to California to live in, okay? Just so y'all, in case y'all want to come out here. Just want to do that. All right. So anyway, blood pressure according to your age, y'all. I want y'all to know this so y'all can be healthy, okay? So y'all, let's see. So I'm gonna go up to the older ages because I know y'all asses are not on 18. All right, let's keep it real. Let me screenshot this. So anyway, let me just tell you, a blood pressure chart, y'all, is just a simple way to determine whether your blood pressure is normal for your age. Your blood pressure isn't the same all the time. In fact, there are several normal variations that occur throughout the day. Your blood pressure is typically lower while you are sleeping, but rises slightly before you wake up in the morning. Also, it goes up a little bit after you eat. All right, so try not to eat. Take your blood pressure right after you eat, okay? So this chart that I'm going to give to you guys, these reading will, I would tell you your minimum blood pressure and your maximum and your normal levels. Okay, it goes all the way up to 64, but I'm not going to give you everybody's. I'm going to give you a certain age. Okay, let's see here. So blood pressure is this. All right, it's the pressure or force of blood inside of your arteries. When your heart beats, blood is pumped into your arteries so that it can be transported throughout your body. The force of this blood, as it is pumped to your arteries, is your blood pressure. Blood pressure should not be confused with heart rate. The heart rate, which is actually how many times your heart beats in a minute, not the pressure of your blood. All right. So here are what the numbers mean. Okay. Blood pressure matters because it has a significant impact on your overall health. Your blood pressure changes based on many factors, y'all, including your age, physical activity, and medications. The range of what is normal varies drastically based on your age. So healthy ranges aren't the same for everybody. All right, you got that? Okay. So when someone has high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, it can cause serious long-term health problems such as strokes, heart attack, or kidney failure, among other things. Some people don't have chronic high blood pressure, but experience high blood pressure during pregnancy. This is known as pre, I forgot how you say that, preeclampsia. I forgot exactly how you say it. I think it's something like that. Preeclampsia or something like that. It can be incredibly dangerous if it's not treated. That is why your blood pressure is taken so frequently throughout your pregnancy. Okay. And also, that's another reason why they test your urine. You know, you do a lot of urine tests when you're pregnant. Okay. So, if you are at a risk for low or high blood pressure, you can take your blood pressure at home with a blood pressure monitor. All right. And you just keep track of your blood pressure throughout the day. Okay, let's see what they're saying here. Okay, they said avoid consuming caffeine or alcohol 30 minutes before taking your blood pressure. They said caffeine doesn't necessarily have a long term effect on blood pressure, but it can cause a short term spike, leading to not correct results. You need to sit straight up in a chair, keep your legs uncrossed when you take your blood pressure. Crossing your legs can increase your blood pressure. Okay? You can take the reading twice to see if those readings are the same. Okay, then just use the average of the two. If they are different, take your blood pressure a third time and record the average of the three readings. All right. Okay, let's go on to this next one here. Let's see. So, okay, so when you take your blood pressure, let me tell you what the numbers mean. The top number in your reading is called systolic blood pressure, okay? This number represents the pressure of the blood being pumped into your arteries when your heart beats, okay? That's the top number. It's the systolic reading, okay? It represents the pressure of the blood being pumped into your arteries when your heart beats. The second number is your diastolic blood pressure, which is the pressure in your arteries between beats when your heart is resting. Even though both numbers do matter, medical professionals put a lot more emphasis on the top number, systolic blood pressure, because it is a risk for cardiovascular disease. So you want to keep that top number, the systolic reading, as normal as possible, okay? Because if it's too high, that's not a good thing. All right. Now, according to the American Heart Association, a normal blood pressure reading is 120 to 80. Although the range of normal varies by age, a reading over the number is considered elevated blood pressure. All right. Now, there are several different types of blood pressure, from elevated to two stages of high blood pressure. A reading higher than 180 to 120 is hypertensive crisis in a medical emergency. So if you checking your blood pressure and it's 100 and 180 over 120, you certainly need to be going to the hospital immediately. All right, point blank, because you're definitely at a risk of having a heart attack or stroke. All right, I think when you start getting up to 150 in what is it, 180 over 120, what is the damn normal one thing, I forgot what, 120 over 80. So I think when it starts getting up to 150 over damn 100, you should be going to the emergency room. I'll go if it's 90 something. If it's 150, and some people 140, 150 over 90, I'm ready to go to the hospital, point blank. All right, I'm not going to wait till you get up to 180 over 120, because you can have a heart attack or either a stroke. And then the thing about it, your weight and all that plays a significant role in that too. So some people can't wait till their blood pressure elevate that high. If their blood pressure is high, like I just said before, 140 or 150 over 90 and shit, or 100 shit, sometimes some people need to go to the emergency room right then and there. Okay. But you need to go to the emergency room quickly. All right, because like I just said, it can lead to a heart attack, stroke, or other health complications. All right, and if you are taking blood pressure medication, you need to make sure you're taking it correctly and taking it. Okay, all these natural approaches may not work for you. It can work for some people, but some people it does not. Remember, hypertension is known as a silent killer. Okay, because some people don't even get no type of symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not blessed to get a symptom. Some people just go on every day normally and their blood pressure is elevated. So if you do have hypertension, you need to be taking your medication. And if you do want to take something natural, you need to be talking to your doctor to find out the best way to do that, because they can wean you off of stuff slowly if possible. You know what I'm saying? For you to take natural medications or whatever to control your blood pressure versus you doing it on your own, or you let somebody else tell you who do natural healings to stop taking your pills, and you are effed up. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Okay. And while I put you on hold, I'm gonna let y'all listen to this music up louder. I need to do one thing real quick. Okay. So listen to this real quick and I'll be right back. I got to take my clothes out to dry. I do not like them getting wrinkled. So hold on one quick. Plus, I'm gonna take me a bite of this meat and then we'll finish this conversation. Y'all's chicken is good as hell. Hey, wait. I wonder why my ass is not fat. Hold on, y'all. Just hold on. This is a little break. Y'all can go get y'all something to eat, drink, or whatever. And I'll be right back, all right? 2 more minutes, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. Wait a minute, I got to put one thing on my bed. If I do not like my clothes getting wrinkled, that's out. Hey, 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 hey. All right, y'all, I'm back. All right, thank y'all so much for waiting. That's a commercial break. Let me turn this back down. Okay, y'all. Whew, I had to go in and get them clothes out because I do not like my clothes getting wrinkled. I never have to use an iron. All right. So Missy said, know the signs of a heart attack, stroke, and I can never say that, angina. Okay, I know I probably said that wrong. Okay. Anyway, she said BP fluctuates between sitting and standing. That's true. Heart rate, also known as the pulse rate. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, you definitely got to make sure you take your hypertension medication. All right. And some people who have hypertension also have controlled high blood pressure, such as myself. And let me clarify again, controlled hypertension means that while taking medication, your blood pressure stays basically under the required numbers. Okay. And that's what my blood pressure do. Sometimes it may elevate, but usually it goes back down. The only time my blood pressure elevates is if I don't get enough sleep, or obviously if I'm arguing just crazily all the time. Okay. So some people do have controlled blood pressure, but that does not mean they cannot stop taking their medication. Okay. Point blank. All right. So let's see. Here it says there are many risk factors that can lead to high blood pressure, y'all. And some of them are a lack of physical activity and being overweight. Certain conditions such as diabetes can also increase your chances of having high blood pressure. And also not eating healthy, as well as being hereditary. I think I caught my high blood pressure because it's hereditary. Okay. Because when I started developing hypertension, I was 20 something years old. And at that time, I was almost a vegetarian. Okay. And I was really taking care of myself really good. So other than me staying up all night, going to work and working 2 or 3 jobs, and also arguing with someone, this dude, my ex that I used to date back then, those are the only risk factors I can see. So my doctor believes it's also hereditary. Okay. For me. Okay. They said you can always avoid high blood pressure, but eating healthy, managing your stress, and getting regular exercises can lead to healthy blood pressure level, plus getting enough sleep. Okay. All right. And limiting that sugar too. They don't put that in there, but those are some of the things you can do. All right. Let's see if anything else I need to cover on that. Okay. So, hey, so let me tell y'all the normal levels for y'all. All right. Let me tell you. Yeah. Okay. So let me get off this article and go on my gallery so I can tell y'all these numbers real quick. Hopefully I did save this. All right. So let's see all these damn pictures. So I'm going to cover from 35 on up. Okay. So if you are 35 to 39, the minimum your blood pressure should be is 111 over 78. The normal level is 123 over 82. In the maximum your blood pressure should be is 135 over 86. And that is if you are between 35 to 39 years of age. If you are 40 to 44 years of age, the minimum is 115 over 80. The normal range is 127 over 84. The maximum range is 139 over 88. Okay, and if you are, what did I just read? 45 to 49. Did I just say that one? Okay, the minimum is 115 over 80. The normal is 127 over 84. Maximum is 139.88. And if I read something twice, y'all, it's just because I'll be forgetting where I'm at. The next one is 50 to 54. Your minimum is 116 over 81. Your normal, let me see, your normal range should be 129 over 85. And the maximum range is 142 over 89. If you are 55 to 59, the minimum is 118 over 82. Normal is 131 over 86. And maximum is 144 over 90. And if you're 60 to 64, the minimum is 121 over 83. Normal is 134 over 87. And your maximum is 147 over 91. And just so happen, just in case somebody is 14 to 19, your minimum is 105 over 73. Your normal rate is 117 over 77, and your maximum is 120 over 81. And if you're 20 to 24, your minimum is 108 over 75. Your normal is 120 over 79. Your maximum is 132 over 83. And if you're 25 to 29, 109.76 is your minimum. 109 over 76 is your minimum. 121 over 80 is your normal. And 133 over 84 is your max. Now, this thing goes all the way from 1 to 12 months, okay, to 1 to 5 years, 6 to 13, all the way up to age 60 to 64. And if you want to see a blood pressure chart by age, just type it into y'all. Just type it into Google, blood pressure chart by age. All right, and it should show you a chart, or you can just go to the Mayo Clinic and you can probably type it in there as well. All right. And let me see where that article came from. Let's see. Family health. Okay. Blood pressure chart by age. All right, y'all. There you go. Let's see what some of these people said here. Let's see. Okay. These people are saying stupid stuff. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and go to the next. We're going to go to the next story because these people are nuts. Okay. In these comment sections. Okay. So here we go. So another crime. Let me see what this happened at, y'all, real quick. Oh, this was in London. They like to do a lot of stabbing in London, y'all, okay? I'm not going to go over the story, but this happened in London. A woman was ambushed and fatally stabbed as she walked home after buying birthday gifts for her mother, okay? Hopefully she's okay. No, she was stabbed to death. Wow, that's sad over there in London. They don't have, they outlaw guns there, but a lot of people do like to use knives there, okay? That's sad. Stabbed her to death. But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to her family and friends, and my prayers are extended out to them. That's sad. Rest in peace to that lady. That's sad. So y'all, this is the last article for tonight. Anyway, here is a little fun news, a little fun fact. Here are some of the cheapest places to live in Southern California. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead to our topic. We got a couple of minutes. Let's see here. So some of the cheapest places to live in California. First of all, this list is compiled by Property Club. Let's see. According to this list, Eureka, California is one of the most cheapest place. The average house cost is around $328,000. Okay, the next one is Stockton, Clovis, Sacramento, and I can never pronounce this. It's Vallejo. So those are some of the cheapest places to live in Cali. Okay. Some of those are Northern California too, I believe. All right, so those are some of the most affordable places. Let me see. Say that one more time. Okay, Eureka. I don't even know that is. Um, it's Northern California. Okay. What else did I say? Stockton, Clovis, Sacramento, and Vallejo. I don't know how you say that, but whatever. Vallejo. Anyway, those are all, I think, Northern California. And those are some of the cheapest cities to live in. Um, like I said, Eureka homes are around 328,000. All right. So if you live in Cali, you want to move somewhere cheaper, those are some of the places you can live for a little bit cheaper. All right, Northern California. All right, so guys, that is it for these news break. All these damn recall. I can't get off a news break for nothing in the world. Let me just tell you this other recall because you need to know it. Anyway, they got a recall on raw milk. Okay, in California, after testing finds Campylobacter bacteria in the milk. That bacteria is spelled Campylobacter. Okay. Um, Let me see what else they're saying here. So it's in a 64-ounce half-gallon jug or the gallon, which is 128-ounce plastic jugs with a code date marked on the container. Best by May the 5th, 2023. All right. No illnesses have been reported since the recall. And if you do have this, they said throw it away or either take it back to the store to get your refund. They pulled that off the shelves immediately. Okay, again, it's the raw um, milk. Let's see what's the name of it. It's the packaged raw whole milk. Okay, I don't know if it goes by any other name, but that's what's here. All right, and let me see if they have any other thing on here. You can basically go to Google, like I always say, and just type raw milk recall in California after testing finds Campylobacter bacteria in it. And then you can find out more information on that. All right. They didn't list the crime rate in those cities, Missy. So you will have to go online to look it up. Eureka. I think their crime rate is low though, because I heard about Eureka before. And Clovis and Stockton and Valley Joe, or however you say that. I know I'm saying that wrong. And then what was the other one? Stockton, Clovis, Eureka, Valerio, however you pronounce that. And there was one more. I can't remember the other one. But anyway, yeah, they're gonna have to go online to check that out to see what the crime rate is. But I think Eureka is very low. But anyway, y'all, that recall, just like I said, just type it into Google to find out more information about that. All right, okay, and that is it with breaking news. Man, I be talking so fast sometimes, y'all. I be like stumbling over my words. All right. Damn, that's that Cleveland shit talking that fast. All right, we be talking like this, y'all. We be like this. You know what I'm saying? That's how we be talking. But anyway, now let me turn this off real quick. We are getting ready to go into our topic of discussion, y'all. Let me change this music now. Oh, let's see. Let's turn this down. We got to put this on. So now we're going to go into our topic of discussion where we are talking about tonight. Do you think people should abstain from sex until marriage? Do y'all think that? Let's see. Well, tonight, y'all, we're going to talk about why we think people should abstain from sex. And then we're going to also discuss why we think they shouldn't. You know, abstain from sex before marriage. So anyway, in this day and time, it's very hard for some people to be in a relationship that does not involve some type of sex. Okay, let's keep it real. And a lot of people do base um, being in love on how good the sex is and things like this, even liking a person, which I think is crazy. All right. Okay. We're gonna go to this right here. Um, I forgot what I just said, y'all. Sometimes I do this. But anyway, in this live tonight, we're gonna just talk about why we think people should abstain from sex and why we think some people shouldn't abstain from sex until marriage. Okay. Me personally, I do believe that now at this point in my life, I think that it's good to abstain from sex until you get married. Okay. And the reason being, I'll just go ahead and tell you why I think that. Because I think when you let sex be held off until you get married, you focus more better on the relationship part of everything. You not so much focus on sex. You can learn each other better. You can get to know each other better. You understand each other better. I just believe that your focus will be on each other versus on sex type things. Okay. Now, granted, I still think you can hold hands. You can probably give each other a kiss and things like this. But as far as the sex thing, I think when you abstain from it before marriage, you really can find out what each person is really going after the other person for. Because sometimes when you start meeting people, right, some people be in a relationship just for the sex, okay? So when you take the sex out, it make a person wait, have them wait, you know? I think it just can build a stronger relationship. I really do. Because the focus is not about sex all the day at time. You can really also too when you abstain from sex, a lot of times the feelings that you have for each other are more real because it's not based on how good you perform in bed and things like that. Okay, if you get what I'm saying. At least for me, that's what I think. Okay, anyway. Um okay, so here we go. Let's see here. They love to give you these cons. I don't want to hear these cons yet. So they look like they're giving me more cons than anything. So let me give you 10 pros of sex before marriage first, okay? So they said some reason why sex before marriage is good is because number one, it's establishing sexual identity. They said if we do not explore our sexual side, we cannot grow naturally and develop into it. And that means that we cannot truly understand where our sexual identity lies. Many people do not discover their sexual orientation until they have sex and realize that they are perhaps not naturally attracted sexually to the opposite sex. It is an important thing to figure out. It is an important thing to figure out before marriage. Okay. Um, I don't know if I agree with this 100% because I actually think people do know some people do know their sexual orientation before they actually engage in sex. All right. Um, because people know if they are attracted to a female or a male before they actually have sex with somebody. Okay. Even some little kids be knowing if they are attracted to a boy or a girl. All right. You can see it many times, and as a former teacher, this is why I say that. Okay. That's why I say I can agree with that 100% with this article, with this first number one, establishing sexual identity is talking about. Okay, number two, developing sexual experience. You are considering marriage and settling down. You wouldn't marry somebody who is too childlike or naive at life. It makes sense to explore ourselves sexually so that by the time things start to get real, you will be confident enough in yourself in your understanding of sexual side without having to go through the pain of practicing all of this on the person who you consider to be the real deal. Okay. Um just because you do not engage in sex, okay, it does not mean you're going to be childlike, all right, or naive at life, all right? Because someone says they want to abstain from sex until marriage, it's not going to make you any more childlike. See, if you are immature, that's because it's you mentally, okay? And you haven't grown up, all right? And just because you have sex, it doesn't mean that you have grown up. There's so many people out here that sex every single day, but yet they're still immature, okay? Point blank. I think when you grow up, it comes from your upbringing as well as the things that you experience and the things that you do and how you deal with responsibility. Okay, as far as being naive at life, just because you don't have sex does not mean you will be naive at life, because you are still going to experience other life things. Okay, you're just not having sex, all right, for whatever reason. Let's see what you say here, Missy. Do the people giving advice know the difference between a real man and a real? But it doesn't sound like they do. All right, because like I just said, how are you going to be naive because you're not having sex? You can be naive all day and have sex. I used to be naive as heck and was having sex. Okay, and you know what? Actually, I was immature and was having sex. So just because you have sex does not mean you're going to be mature or any less naive. Okay. Number 3, assessing sexual compatibility. Let's face it, while marriage requires more than physical intimacy alone, physical intimacy is an essential component of a marriage that requires effort and attention. Avoiding physical intimacy in marriage because of an issue with a lack of sexual attraction will potentially create a distance in your marriage that can be difficult to come back from in some situations. Discovering your sexual compatibility beforehand can help to avoid such problems. Again, this may be true for some, but not for everybody. Okay. Yes, marriage requires a lot of things: physical, intimacy, just a lot of different things. Because a person abstains from sex before marriage, it does not mean that they're not going to be compatible with the person they are getting married to. All right. It does not mean that they're going to have problems, okay? And it's going to create a distance in your marriage. The thing is, if you meet someone and you both agree to abstain from sex, you're going to connect in other areas as well. And you can still be intimate without having sex. So you're going to connect on other levels. And I actually think you can connect a little bit more and a little bit more deeper. Okay, point blank, if you don't have sex and you do wait. Now, just say if you wait to marriage and you are not compatible with that person. If you are in love with your husband or wife, you're going to talk about this and work out the issues. Okay, so you guys can be more compatible in bed. All right, because you're not getting married just to have sex. You're hopefully getting married because you guys love each other. You enjoy being together. You connect. You connect within. You want to share your life together. You just you're made for each other basically. So that relationship shouldn't be built on just sex. It should be built on everything else in sex too. So if you meet a dude and y'all get married and you choose to abstain from sex until marriage, and then when you get married, so you're not compatible, you two need to talk it out and find out what the problem is and then work on that issue together. Okay. And I honestly believe that you would know that you're not compatible anyway, because even if you abstain from sex before marriage, right? You're gonna know because you're still gonna have other intimacy. Okay, like maybe kissing, holding hands, and things like that. And then you're gonna talk about stuff. So you're gonna be able to know if you guys are gonna be compatible or not. Number 4, let's see what these people are talking about. Identifying sexual problems. Okay, there are a lot of sexual problems that can happen. Okay, and it says some might be fleeting and others might require time and effort to resolve, while others could be permanent. it would make more sense to see how you would work through such problems before marriage so that you don't spend your married life dealing with issues instead of enjoying a beautiful relationship. First of all, I don't see how this goes hand in hand with abstaining from sex before marriage. Because if you have sexual problems, okay, let's think. You can basically talk about these problems to this person you're getting ready to marry before y'all get married. Okay. I'm not granted certain sexual problems you might not know until you have sexual intercourse. But say if you have sexual intercourse and you do have certain problems, again, y'all supposed to be in love with each other. Okay. You're supposed to have other connections. All right. You're supposed to have connections within and everything. So therefore, if you have any type of sexual problems, male or female, you should be able to come to each other and talk about it and try to resolve these problems. Okay. Now, if you have permanent problems, again, you still have to try to resolve these. Okay. Because when you get married, it's through what? Good and bad. I mean, come on now. You can get married to someone and have sex with them all day, but then still develop sexual problems. Okay? Point blank. I don't know where they get this stuff from. Number 5, a better way of understanding your partner. Okay. Once you get into a relationship and make a choice of sex before marriage, you are understanding with your partner. Your understanding with your partner becomes better. The efforts put into a marriage are done beforehand as sex plays an important drive to help you both know each other better. Again, y'all, I cannot agree with some of this stuff, okay? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. If you abstain from sex, okay, it does not mean you would not know your partner any more or less. All right. Listen, the only way you're gonna be able to know your partner good is if you are talking to your partner and you guys are sharing stuff together. You know, communicating effectively, sharing things with each other, being open, being honest, and just talking. All right, point blank. You can even talk about sex. All right. Just because you abstain from sex does not mean that you can't talk about sex. It does not mean you can't talk about your fears or anything regarding sex. Okay. You can talk about these things. No, you can't talk about certain things about sex because you never had sex before. Okay. So, but you can talk about other things. Okay. You can tell this person what you like about sex. If you ever had sex with anybody else, you know what you like. We're not talking about if you're a virgin. Even if you are a virgin, you can still talk about what you envision your sex life to be. Point blank. Just because you don't have sex with your boyfriend or girlfriend before you get married, it does not mean you're not going to have a good understanding of your partner, because you can still understand your partner very well, because obtaining a good understanding comes from more than just having sex, y'all. It really does. If a relationship was basically based on sex, trust me, a lot of people would not be married, because there's times in your relationship that you might not even be able to have sex. All right, let's keep it real. All right, so you definitely need to get a good understanding of your partner, even if you choose to remain sex free until marriage. Point blank. Number 6, better communication of feelings. With sex before marriage, excuse me, y'all, you are able to communicate your feelings better. This is because sex also connects two people on an emotional level. So this helps you both interact in a better way and shed all the inhibitions. Okay, I agree with that. Okay. However, if you decide to abstain from sex, okay, before marriage, you can still communicate your feelings that good. Okay. You really can, because if you're open and honest about sex the way you envision it to be, you can connect. Okay. And if you talk about what you expect, which is envisioned to be, or what your past experiences were, if you want to discuss that, I think you can still um, communicate your feelings better, because you're being open with one another. Okay. You're making each other feel confident with each other. You can be sexing it up all day, but if you're not confident talking to your partner and you're not open, you still are not going to have a better communication. Okay. Right, right. Listen, people, when we get married, we don't get married because somebody can F-U-C-K good. All right. You get married because you want to be with this person because you love them within their core. Okay. You love them. You want to spend your life with them. Okay. You want to grow with them. You want to grow old with them. You just want to go through everything with them. You know what I'm saying? You want to be with them. Okay. This is why I don't understand why people cheat when they get married. This is why I can't cheat when I get married. I don't even cheat when I'm dating people. Okay. Because when you get together with a person, y'all, you're supposed to be with this person because you want to share your life with them. You want to build a life with them. Okay. You want to explore life with them. All right. Dang, you don't just want to just have sex and shit. Listen, the sex part is a benefit of a marriage. All right. It's a benefit. Number 7, higher happiness rate. A relationship that involves sex witnesses higher level of happiness. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. First of all, again, um, I don't know about this 100%. And I don't care about no statistics because a lot of people out here be cheating and shit and be doing the most. So clearly they can't be too happy. All right. Look, happiness comes from finding a partner who you can trust, who you can depend on, who you can connect with, who you can share things with, who you can experience with, who you can be happy with, who you can trust to be damn monogamous, faithful, who can be someone that's has patience, someone who is not going to put you in harm's way. Listen, this is how you be happy in a relationship. Someone who can be responsible, make sure you guys are living comfortably. You don't have to be rich, but just living comfortably. Somebody who can work together with you as a team. And then when you do have sex, you guys understand what each person expects sexually. The sex would just be even more damn gratifying, point blank. Okay. That's what a happy marriage is, amongst other things. Okay, a happy marriage is when a man or a woman don't disrespect each other. Now, granted, in a marriage, you do get in arguments and you will disrespect each other sometime, but not every damn day. All right. A happy marriage, you're not going to cheat on your partner because they don't want to have sex with you or because something happens, they get sick or they go to jail or whatever the case is. Okay, you're not going to do that. In this day and age, people need to learn about happy marriage and learn what true love is. Okay, and stop marrying people based on looks and how good they fuck. Excuse my language, but I'm just keeping it real. All right. Right, you're right about that, Missy. Right, somebody you can build your life with in a positive manner. So let me finish reading this. Anyway, it says the partners feel content with each other, and there is an added advantage of relationship fulfillment. Naturally, a relationship that lacks sex invites more fights in the relationship as there is no coping mechanism. First of all, we're not saying that when you get married, you don't have sex. We're saying to abstain from marriage before you get married. And it doesn't mean you're going to have more fights if you are with a dude that agrees to the same thing you are agreeing to. Okay. You cannot get with a dude that wants to have sex, okay, and expect him to abstain. I'm saying you have to get somebody that matches what you are doing. All right. So you won't have to have no arguments or whatever the case is. Number 8, it reduces levels of stress. One of the benefits of premarital sex is that partners have less stress and arguments in the relationship. They reach a level of understanding and security that will allow them to worry less about the relationship. Overall, this makes the relationship healthier and stronger. Okay, on this right here, sex before marriage, it could, basically help you to have less stress and arguments somewhat. However, again, you can't get with a man or a woman who wants to have sex and you don't. If you want to abstain from sex, you got to get somebody who is the same as you. Okay, because otherwise you will have arguments. Okay, you can't get with a dude or a woman who wants to have sex, but you don't want to. That's why when you first meet them, you let them know You are celibate until marriage. Therefore, you won't go any further if they don't believe or they don't want that. Okay, and then you will avoid these arguments and stuff. All right, point blank. And that's what I have to say on that. All right. If you're not being honest with a person when you first meet them and let them know that you are abstaining from sex before marriage, then you probably will have arguments. But if you do be honest with them and you get a partner that has the same thinking that you do, you probably won't be stressed out. And you probably won't be in no arguments about no sex. Now, you may get arguments about other things, but not no sex. And let me tell you something. Everybody in any relationship gets stressed at one time or another. I don't give a damn how much sex you have. Okay? And that's on everything. Let me let y'all know again. I met my soon to be ex back in 1997. Okay? So this is what? 2023, right? I'm not legally divorced or anything. I'm just separated. Okay, so the only stress that I really had in my relationship, it never dealt with no sexual stuff or anything like that. Actually, everybody thought we was a perfect couple. I'm gonna just let y'all know that because they never seen us argue. He never was disrespecting me or anything. I could voice my opinion if I wanted to. He wasn't insecure or anything, and I was the exact same way. Okay, if it wasn't for his little jobs, okay, and the way he handled those, we would still be staying together, and that's on everything. Because again, a marriage is more than sex and all this other stuff. It involves a lot of different things. Okay. And I mean, a lot of different things. And I should know because again, I got married in 2000 and this is 2023. And neither one of us has ever cheated or anything else. Number 9, better intimacy with a partner. Okay, it's not unusual to be in a relationship and to be physically attracted to your partner, but then to end up being completely turned off when things become physically intimate. Perhaps biology is telling us that we are not intimate. Who knows? But as strange and frustrating as it may seem, that problem happens more often than you might assume. If you are physically intimate with your partner before marriage, you will know soon enough whether you are attracted to each other sexually so that you make a well educated decision about whether to marry or not. First of all, it doesn't matter if you have sex with them or not. Okay, you would know if you are physically attracted to a person. Okay, even if you don't have sex with them. Okay, point blank. I can honestly tell you guys if I meet a dude, I can tell you if I am sexually attracted to him as well as physically attracted to him without even having sex. So I don't know who wrote this article or who just wrote this, but I definitely and certainly disagree with what they just said. Okay, Missy said, married people have to learn how to have disagreement without going too far. Everything is not forgivable. I agree. I agree 100%. So you shouldn't even be talking to a person that you meet if you're not physically attracted to them in the first place or sexually attractive. You know what sexually attractive is if you like the way they look, their body look, and just because you're not um, um, having sex, it doesn't mean you never see your partner, nude or semi-nude or whatever you want to say, or in sexy clothing. You would know if you're attracted to this person. Okay, point blank. If you meet a woman and she has a nice body and stuff, you can pretty much envision what it looks like what she looks like with her clothes off. Just like about a dude. If I see a fine ass dude that I'm talking to, right, and we're talking, I can tell if his body is nice or if it isn't. You know, and even if we never have sex before marriage, right? Certain things that he can walk, smile, may kiss me, and I can tell if I'm sexually attracted to this person, just like he should be able to tell if he is to me, point blank. So I don't agree with this. Number 9. Number 10, better health. One of the reasons to have sex before marriage is that it is known that sex leads to a better health. And even if you have a delayed marriage, but your sex life is healthy, it can contribute to overall good health, fewer mental and physical problems. Okay, if this is so true, why you got so many fucking crazy ass people walking around here? They be sexing it all the time. Okay, again, mental health is based on your physical self. All right. Um, yeah, if you're having sex with someone that you truly love before marriage and y'all understand each other, it could be definitely great for you if you choose to have sex before marriage. But if you don't choose to have sex before marriage, I still think you can have a real great overall mental health. I think you can be healthy because being healthy also comes from taking care of yourself, going to the doctor, getting checkups, eating correctly, exercising, doing massages, stretching, getting enough sleep, keeping stress at bay, and things like that. And just because you're not having sex itself, you're still hugging, you're still kissing. You might even be still laying in bed with each other and caressing each other and watching a movie together and things like this. You're just leaving the sex out until you get married. So I think you still can be healthy and happy and everything else, point blank. And then again, if you already land sex and you both agree to this before marriage, if you change your mind, then it's y'all. Okay, it's up to y'all too. Okay, so now we're going to talk about 10 cons of sex before marriage. That's right. Compatible. I can't even talk tonight, y'all, because I'm getting tired. Anyway, if you're compatible, it is very important. Okay. Okay, so some 10 cons of sex before marriage is this right here, guys. I am speeding up because I only have to 9:30. So excuse me if I do some bloopers. I'm trying to do this and not make them. Okay, so some cons are this. Number one, loss of interest. Your partner might lose interest. Partners may lose interest in each other and grow extremely comfortable. This would kill the attraction and make the partner stray away from each other. They might want to move out and look out for further adventure and excitement. That's if they're telling you, and now they're talking about some of the cons of having sex before marriage. Now, let me tell you something. Um, Even if you don't have sex before marriage, let's keep it real. People can lose interest. All right. It just all depends on if you are truly compatible. All right. And what you're looking for. All right. And yeah, if a partner lose interest um, in you or you lose interest in them, you got to question yourself. Did you really love this person in the first place? Okay. Because what's going to happen when you're together for 10 years and you're having sex with the same person? Are you going to lose interest? Go out and look for somebody else? So that's why before you get married, you have to make sure to the best of your ability that you have the right person. All right, point blank. You got to get someone that you won't lose interest in. Even if you feel like you're losing interest, you will have enough sense and they will have enough sense for you guys both to talk and try to figure out what you can do to bring that interest back. Point blank. Number two, fear of pregnancy. Of course, if you have sex before marriage, you can get pregnant. But smart people do use protection. All right. In the heat of the moment, you still use something. You know what I'm saying? Or be on birth control or something like that. Point blank. Then you don't have a fear of pregnancy. Number three, fear of STDs. Again, if you have sex before marriage with your partner that you're dating, now if you're having sex with everybody, then you have to really worry about STDs. But we're talking about if you are in a if you're in a relationship with one person, you know what I'm saying, and y'all are just with each other. If you have to wonder about an STD with a person you're planning on marrying, should you really be marrying them in the first place? Hopefully, before you get married, because you know if you're not a virgin, if the other person's not a virgin, you should get tested for STDs. All right, point blank. So yeah, if you do have sex before marriage, you do have to worry about STDs, but I would hope that you would go get tested and the other person would get tested too to make sure that neither one of you guys have STDs. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I mean, that's just the most grown thing to do if you are having sex. Okay. Even if you wait and abstain from sex before marriage, if you with a person that has been sexually active or if that person is secretly cheating, you can still have a fear of STDs. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's just good to get tested, regardless if either one of you guys are have been sexually active, regardless if you choose to abstain from sex now before marriage. Okay. The next con is a lack of focus on other aspects of your life, which I discussed before. Of course, if you just basically concentrate on sex all the damn time, you cannot focus on other things within your life or within the relationship. So that's why for me, I think abstaining from sex until marriage with that one particular person, I think it's a good thing because you get a chance to focus on other things versus then just thinking about sex all the time. Point blank. A fear of breakup. There's a constant fear of breakup in a relationship before tying the knot, and sex before marriage can worsen the situation because after being so connected to the partner, both emotionally and physically, it will be devastating to stop the relationship. I agree. That's why I don't. That's why I say to abstain from sex before marriage. I agree with that because you still, if you really do love somebody a lot and you break up, even if you do abstain, you're still going to be heartbroken. But when you share your body with someone, it's a little bit more, um, a little bit more intense. Okay, because when you are sharing your body with someone, you're connecting in a little bit more different way. Okay, you're swapping body fluids and all this other stuff. You have a different type of connection as well. You can still have a strong connection, like I said before, but of course, when you put sex into it, not all people, but for the most part, I think most people do have a little bit more deeper connection, especially if you don't understand what loving somebody within the core means. If you're with a person who know and understand what loving somebody deep within the core is, if you break up, you're gonna be really sad. Okay, because when you love somebody within their core, you still are deep in love with them and you are deeply connected to them. All right. Regardless if you're abstaining from sex or having sex. Okay. Number 6, single parent situation. Again, yeah. If you are choosing to have sex before marriage, or you with this dude and y'all want to have sex or whatever the case is, yeah. If you get pregnant, you could be left with the thing of being a single parent. But let's keep it real. Even if you get married, sometimes people dissolve a marriage, leave, and you still become a single parent. So the best thing you can do here is, if you do choose to have sex before marriage, is to, take the proper, um, do the proper things that it takes not to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And wait till you get married before you start having children. Because even if you do break up, you have some type of protection if you break up, if you divorce, it just goes a little bit smoother a lot of times if you are legally married and then you get divorced versus if you just with a person you're just dating, you get pregnant by them and they just walk out. Number 7, hurting religious sentiments. If either of the partners belongs from a religious setup, it can hurt the sentiments of the family and the society, as many religions ban sex before marriage. So it can be difficult for people around either or both of you to accept the relationship. First of all, if you guys are having sex, okay, um, you should be keeping that to yourself anyway. Okay, it's really just you two's business, and God. It's up to y'all and God. Point blank. Nobody should be knowing what you guys are doing. Okay, but that is a con of having premarital sex. Okay. Number 8, lack of maturity. There can be a lack of maturity at a young age, and the decision of premarital sex can negatively impact the life of both partners if they don't have enough knowledge about it. It can also deviate them from other aspects of their life, like I discussed before. Again, that can definitely be a con of having premarital sex, a lack of being mature, and all of that. That's why you need to wait, until you get mature mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? In the relationship. And you need to really get to know each other. Whether you choose to have sex or abstain from sex before marriage. Number 9, moments of guilt. Establishing a sexual relationship is put on a high pedestal because of the emotional investment involved, in considering this is still not an acceptable norm in modern society. There can be moments of guilt, thinking whether or not this is the right decision. First of all, I don't agree with number 9 because in this society today, people don't care if you have sex before marriage. Okay, this is not 1940s. All right, so number 9, I'm gonna strike it out because who would really feel guilty? Only time you would feel guilty if you are like um, religious or something that's against your religion, then you may feel guilty. But then again, like I said before, you need to take that up with God and yourself, point blank, and go from there. Number 10, less understanding partner. There could be chances that although sex could seem great, your partner is not supportive or understanding. This can lead to intimacy with your partner from your side, while your partner might not be contributing to that level. Okay. Um, Again, it depends on the partner that you choose and what you guys decided on together. All right, point blank to number 10. Um, Premarital sex, if he's engaging in the sex with you, how could he be less understanding when he's engaging it? Now, if you are having if you was having sex with other people and your partner before you met him and your partner is a virgin or whatever, then he may not understand it. But that's why you talk to him when you initially meet this person and let them know what's up, so you won't take that relationship far. You know what I'm saying? You just eliminate problems before it happens by being upfront and honest about certain things. So, in other words, is it bad to have sex before marriage? Every coin has two sides, and whether or not sex before marriage is the right choice depends completely on you and the person you are in a relationship with. All right. So, with the above listed pros and cons, you have to weigh you and your partner's beliefs and values and whatever else. Okay. And you have to talk about this together and discuss it and then make a informed decision on what you want to do. Okay, point blank. And if this person does not feel the same way you feel and you guys just met, then you go from there. That's all I can say. For me, like I said, personally, abstaining from sex before marriage is a good thing at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like if once I'm legally divorced and I meet someone or whatever the case is, I'm going to abstain from having sex until I get married because I just want to do it that way. And that would be my choice. Okay. Point blank. And if the person I'm talking to don't want that, then we won't be talking. And that's just on everything, you know? Um, Other than that, like I said before, it's up to you. Okay. You know what you want in a relationship and you know exactly what you will stand for and won't stand for. Make that decision and hopefully pick a partner that thinks like you. Point blank. All right. Other than that, guys, let me let y'all know that article is from marriage.com. It's the 10 pros and cons of sex before marriage. Um, and this was written in 2021. All right. Other than that, guys, that's it for this live tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I'm sorry I had to go a little bit faster in this discussion, but I got to stay on this timeline. All right, not this timeline, but I have to stay on this time. This time, I can't remember the word I'm trying to use, but anyway, I got to stay on schedule. So hopefully, you guys understood what I was trying to say in this live with this topic. Other than that, guys, let me go ahead and do roll call. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Thank you to Missy, like always, for showing support. Wait a minute, let me change some, y'all. Thank you to X-Men Gaming for coming in, stopping by. Thank you for your support. And thank you to everybody who was in the bushes and everybody who is going to watch this in the replay. My next live will be tomorrow night at 7:30. We will have game night again. I don't know exactly which game we're going to play tomorrow night. And we will have breaking news. All right. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video. Also subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And leave a comment if you watch this in the replay, y'all. Y'all have a good night, a blessed night. Also have a wonderful Wednesday and a beautiful work day tomorrow, okay? Be positive, think positive, do positive things. All right. And guys, if you would like to show support to this channel, you can show support by thumbing up this video, by leaving a comment, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell notification, and sharing this video, as well as doing a cash app to $Shades2 to show financial support for our channel. Good night, X-Man Gaming. Good night, Missy. Good night, everybody in the bushes. Good night, y'all. And y'all have a good night, and I'll see you in my next video. This is Shades2, and I'm back again. I'm actually not back again. I'm getting ready to go. All right. Good night, y'all.